Shri Mataji, very good morning everyone. Let us all collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Shri Mataji, please take us into meditation. Let us take three great Maha Mantras followed by Shri Ganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradhayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us be in meditation for a few minutes, surrendering all our imbalances at Shri Mataji's lotus feet. Surrendering all the thoughts at Shri Mataji's lotus feet. We will now listen to a talk of Shri Mataji about the essence of meditation. And after the talk, we will meditate for some time. And then we will listen to another talk of Shri Mataji. So this is an audio talk in 1976. So keep your attention on the Sahasrara and listen to the talk.
Meditate, we only can be in meditation. When we say we are going to meditate, it has no meaning. We have to be in meditation. Either you are inside the house or outside the house. You cannot be inside the house and then say that now I am outside the house. Or when you are outside the house, you cannot say, I am inside the house. In the same way, you are moving in 3 dimensions of your life, of emotional and physical and mental being. You are not inside yourself. But when you are inside, that you are in thoughtless awareness, then not only that you are there, but you are everywhere. Because that is the place, that is the point where you are really in universal. From there, you are in contact with the principle, with the Shakti, with the power that permeates into every particle that is matter, into every thought that is emotion, into every planning and thinking of the whole world. You permeate into all the elements that are created. This beautiful earth, you permeate into earth, you permeate into Akasha, into Teja, into sound. But your movement is very slow. Then you say, I am meditating. That means you are moving in permeation with the universal being. But you are not moving yourself. You are just unloading yourself to be free from the weight of things that do not allow you to move. When you are in meditation, you must allow yourself to be in thoughtless awareness. There the unconscious itself, the achetana itself, will take charge. You will start moving with the force of achetana. The unconscious is going to work it out. It is going to take you there where it wants you to go. You keep to thoughtless awareness all the time. Try to keep to thoughtless awareness as much as you can. When you are in thoughtless awareness, you must know that you are in the kingdom of God. And His people, His arrangements, His consciousness is going to look after you. Even when you are giving vibrations to other people, I have noticed that you are not in thoughtless awareness. If you give vibrations in thoughtless awareness, you will not catch it. Because all these entities that enter into you, all these material problems that come into you, come when you are in those three dimensions. Through Sahaja Yoga, you have opened your gates of your own being. You have entered into your own kingdom. But you do not keep there, you come out of it. And again you go back and settle down. Doesn't matter. You should not feel so disappointed about it, so frustrated. You know, people have worked for thousands of years and they could not separate themselves from themselves. Only you people, the Sahaja Yogis, whom are made after the pattern of Sri Ganesh himself, are so powerful that they can give awakening and realization to other people. Even if you are caught up, you have seen you have powers. Even if you feel that the vibrations are not coming, you know you have powers. You can give realizations to others. In your presence, people get realization. But you have to be that power completely. Supposing there's something wrong with your car, but as long as it is moving, it's all right. You have to repair it. You have to repair all the time all our wounds, which we have caused ourselves by our foolishness, by our lust, by our greed, by so many false identifications we carry with ourselves. We must have a complete attention towards our weakness and not towards our achievements. If we know what are our weaknesses, it's better that we can really swim across better. Supposing on a ship there is a hole and the water is coming in through that hole. The attention of all the crew, of all the staff and the captain itself will be on that hole from where the water is coming in and nowhere else. In the same way, you must be on the watch out. There are so many pitfalls for a Sahaja Yogi, I have seen. Of course, even the past is over. Even the past can be overcome. In the present also, they have many shadows of the past working. For example, when you are sitting in a group, you are involved with each other. Those who are involved with each other by any relationship whatsoever must know that this kind of involvement is not going to help them attain their individual ascent. Everybody is ascending individually, though you are collectively contacted with each other and in communication. But the ascendance is individual, absolutely individual. So whether he is your son, brother, sister, wife, friend, you must remember that you are not responsible for their ascendance. You cannot help them for their ascendance. Only Mother's grace and their own desire, their own effort to give up all that is three-dimensional will help them. So whenever a thought comes like that, you must know that you have not attained the thoughtless awareness in its full extent. And that's how you have problems which are three-dimensional. Sometimes a Sahaja yogi will find an emotional will come into his mind. It will be an emotion of dejection or frustration, and he will be disgusted with himself or with others. Both things are just the same. I've seen some Sahaja yogis get very disgusted with others. There should be no disgust, that is laughter. Of course, for a short time you might feel the disgust, it's alright, it's a passing phase. Or you might feel disgusted with yourself, maybe a passing phase. But if you go on hankering on to it, or if you go on clinging to it, that means you are conditioning yourself. That means you are not in thoughtless awareness. That means that you are in your past. You are making your past a solid mass on your head. In the present, everything is fleeting. Everything is fleeting. That is not eternal. In the present, the eternal stays. The rest all drops out. It's like a moving river which doesn't stop anywhere. But the moving river is eternal. The rest of the things are all changing. If you are on the eternal principle, all that is not eternal changes and drops out, dissolves and becomes non-existent. We have to understand our own dignity, our own essence. The first and foremost is that all the Sahaja yogis are the chosen ones. They are the people whom God has chosen. In this city of Delhi there are thousands and thousands of people. All over the world there are so many people that we are suffering from overpopulation. But in Sahaja Yoga there are very, very few people. And when you are chosen the first, you must also realize that you are the foundation. You are the stones that are to be laid down and have to be strong, have to be forbearing. And that's why it is necessary that all of you who are now few, who are the first lamps that are going to enlighten other lamps in the world, you have to enjoy the strength of eternity, the strength of divine love, the strength of this universal being that you are. This is what meditation is. So when Sahaja yogis ask me, what should we do for meditation? You be in thoughtless awareness, that's all. Don't do anything. At that time, not that you are moving towards the goal or that the unconscious is taking charge of you. Not only that, but also you are empty. For the first time, the divine into the nature, into your surroundings, into other people who are universally connected to you. Only thing is that we are used to one thing, that is we must do something about it. And that's why we start doing the meditation is the most Sahaja method. So now, when we understand that Shiva is the first thing that is established in the matter, then in us also first the Shiva is established. When the fetus takes its form, the throb in the heart is the establishment of Shiva. That is a sign that Shiva has been established. In case of people who are born with bad heart or with trouble, one has to say that Shiva is not fully established. Not that they are bad people, but they are not supposed to live for long and have to have another heart later on maybe, or that
there might be some sort of a problem in their previous lives, and if they pay attention to Shiva Tattva, their heart can be pure. So the most important organ in the body is the heart. If the heart fades, you cannot remain. So the most important thing is to look after your Shiva principle, which is the earth. We are worried about every sort of mundane thing. Worried about this, worried about that. But we are not worried about our spirit. This is the biggest problems with us. If you worry about your spirit, if you pay attention to your spirit, the whole universe then vibrates with Parabrahma, which is nothing but joy. So without any attention to spirit, if you think we can enjoy life, you cannot. You cannot enjoy your life if you pay attention to other nonsensical things and you do not pay attention to your spirit. The complete silence comes into us only through spirit. If a spirit is awakened within us, this silence starts working and you feel extremely relaxed and absolutely one with yourself. There is no problem. You don't see other things that normally people see. You seek your own company and you want to be some time with yourself. Only thing that you seek after finding your spirit is the company of other Sahajogis who also have found the spirit. So there's a rapport established between spirit that is in the heart. And this spirit is the universal being within us, about which I have told you, that once you become one with the spirit, you automatically become universally conscious. There are so many qualities of the Shiva Tattva, of the principle of Shiva, that I need not tell you. But today I will tell you another dimension which I have not touched so far about Shiva Tattva. The physical aspect of Shiva Tattva is that such a person is a cold type of a person. In the sense that such a person is not a person who gives hot vibrations, but who has too much of it sometimes, not in balance, who overdoes it, develops a kind of a temperament which can be extremely cold. Could be low blood pressure with it, could be diarrhea also one can get with too much of spiritual strength. And also could be on the plump side because of the left side. Because left side is the kapha, as you call it. Kapha is the phlegm that is more. Because the left side is more, such a person is always apt to catch cold and has problems of the pores. So such a person has to protect oneself from getting into colds and things like that, and the methods to be employed are to be learned through surgery. But to give it a balance, the spirit itself is beyond health problems. But the left-sided person who always thinks of the spirit also can become one-sided when he has to live on this earth. He has to be a balanced person. So he has to take to another side, and that side is the activity of the spiritual growth within himself. A person who is very spiritually developed cannot exist as a Shiva Tattva on this earth. He has to exist as a balanced personality. And when he starts developing that balancing within himself, the spirit from his heart starts rising and goes on top of his head. So this is the second stage where one has to be. Here is the whole collectivity. So when you start taking your love and affection into your central nervous system, you can say, and put it on top of your head. That means as soon as you put it in your Virat, when it starts spreading through your Virata Shakti, through your collective being, then only you are a complete person. Otherwise you are Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva exists whether this universe exists or not. It exists even when the whole universe is existing, even when it vanishes, it all goes into that, merges into that theater. So a person who has a spiritual hankering must know that to raise your Shiva above the heart level, he has to raise it gradually onto a very detached method of existing on top of the surface, where there is a complete balance. We all can change and inform each other and improve and educate us. All this education can come to us if we really love ourselves and care for our evolution. We don't have to bother about it much if we really care. Gradually all these things will work out and the balance can be established. Those people who talk too much should not talk so much. What I feel that when you talk too much, when you stop, you just talk. It is in between. When it is necessary, you must talk. When it is not necessary, you should not talk. So that kind of personality gradually you can develop in Sanjoga. That you will develop that wisdom, how far to go, how far not to go. Not to go is the quality of Shiva. He doesn't do anything. He's just sitting down there and watching the whole show. He doesn't do anything. But still, he is the one who has to watch. If he doesn't watch, then the whole show is over. If you understand that in not doing anything, how much he is doing? See the contrast. He is doing nothing as such, but he is making everybody dance to please him. In the same way, in one shot, you are both the nature. As Sahaja, you can achieve that kind of a balanced person. It is for your good, for your evolution, for your development. So today, all of you have a great chance of evolving individually within yourself this Shiva Tattva, which ultimately permeates into the whole. Kabira has said it in a beautiful couplet. I don't know if you people have understood. It is Mana Mamata ko thira kar launga. The compassion of my heart, I will vibrate. I will bring it out. The compassion of my heart, I will vibrate. I bring it out of Pancho Tattva Milaunga and put it into the 5 elements. See Kabiraj, you follow him, how great he is. People talk of Kabir Das. See, he says that take it out of the heart and put it into all the 5 elements. This is what is Sahaja. If you understand that, then you don't have to understand anything. You have got it in your heart, become the capitalist in your heart and become a communist outside. If you can achieve this balance properly, you have done it. And we can do it. We all of us put together, we will do it, we can achieve. And we can show to the world that everyone can achieve. All ordinary human beings, so-called, we can become extraordinary. So today we have to decide about ourselves that we are going to do it, we are going to be educated about it in a spiritual way, in a Sahaja way. At every moment, if you watch yourself, you can. And not to explain yourself. Or to say, oh, this happens to me and that happens to me. That's not the point. Many people tell me like that. That's absurd. You challenge yourself, how can it happen to you? Why don't you do it? You should do it. Why can't you do it? Like that you take yourself to task and you can work it out, I'm sure, because you have got the power. I bless you all for your spiritual development and for your collectivity. Both things must be looked at. If you have spiritual development and no collectivity, it is useless. If you have collectivity and spiritual development, none, it is useless. Combine it properly. So we have to take Shiva and establish him into the Virat. This is what we have to do. And if you understand this point, your relationships with others also will be good, permanent, of a very substantial nature. And the quality of Sahajogi's life will be something very, very good. May God bless you.
Let us now take the third Mahamantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradhayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for taking us into this meditation. And for guiding us and for establishing us in the thoughtless awareness. Please forgive us for all the mistakes we may have committed during the today's session. Please keep us in your bandhan. And take us to the divine lotus feet of yours and God Almighty's. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you, everyone. When you are finished, please rise your Kundalini, take bandhan and do a namaskar. I will leave the meditation music on for a few more minutes. Jai Shri Mataji.